Shout out to everybody here on the live. Thank you for jumping on in. Appreciate each and every one of you for being here on this beautiful Saturday morning. God bless you. It's been a long night, I got to tell you. We've been up trading since 3 a.m., so you got to give me a moment. Shout out to each and every one of you for being here. Staying blessed, staying amazing. Let's break down Bitcoin and see what's happening, shall we? Seems like it was struggling a bit here as I went to do my hair. And we'll see what happens from there. Shout out to anyone that jumped into AERO drone with the lifer. AERO banging on up to the upside. A beautiful move. And I see a bunch of coins that are starting to look pretty dang nice. So, yeah. Let's get into it. Let's break it down. Let's have some fun. Yeah. Right now in the perpetual, staying off of Bitcoin because it's been treacherous, and staying on the altcoins because they've been fun. So we got a Pepe and a Dogecoin open. We're going to see this Doge trade. This trade's been open. The stop loss is 33. The take profit 77. It's the sacred trade. The 33 to the 77. And I've had this trade open now for, I think, 6 or 7 days. It's been a while. So if you want to trade where you trade with the best, with the least amount of fees, it's MEXC. That's the place to be. So shout out to everybody here on the live. Thank you for jumping on in. Appreciate each and every one of you for being here. And may God bless you all for having a wonderful day with me and starting off super positive and amazing. All right. Dodo looks like it's going to break to the upside on my radar. TIN, very interesting, very tight. All right. Token in. Our RWA is really kind of starting. People are starting to realize, oh, I got to get my bags in before, because they're kind of getting that FOMO. They're seeing all the different other spaces start to rip. And so, you know what I mean? And, you know, something happened to my hand last night. So this is my, this is my hand now. I have a robotic hand. Just crazy. But this is sick. So cool. Right? Lego, man. And, I don't play. I don't play. All right? These are just... Anyway. Had to show you guys that. The Nano Gauntlet and the Infinity Gauntlet. Only Sammy would have that for you on the live. All right. You guys don't care. Shout out to everybody here on the live. But look at TIN. TIN looks like it's about to explode. 61% gains coming out of TIN. Very low market cap. So this thing can be easily rocked. But this thing looks good to me. Very tight. Brad brought it up yesterday too as well. I've been looking at it we used to trade it back in the day before this rally. So I like what I'm seeing here for TIN. Looks interesting to say the least. TIN, baby, TIN. All right. Yeah, that shifted. I was like, what happened there? Shouldn't be white up there. Excellent. So yeah, I'm already giving you 2 hot takers right off the jump. Let's just show you what's crack-a-lacking in the game. Let's take a look here at coin market cap and see what's hot right now in the last hour. We got Floki coming back up in the game. AERO drone really just being the beast that it is. Algorand hanging in there. Tezos, we looked at Tezos, looked like it was going to break to the upside. We're going to talk about that too as well. And Pepe, Ton Coin, Pyth is about to make huge moves. Look at that, 777s on Pyth. That's the message for you. You follow the 777s with me to glory, man. It's kind of crazy, right? Popcat back to 150. Jupe holding 135. When will Jupe really let go? It seems like Jupe is always just kind of, and even Say. When will they let Say just finally rip? It always plays games. Say's been a funny, interesting character for a while. Render holding 10. Tron ripping up 55.55% in 7 days. Celestia back to 865. Celestia is a funny one too because there's a lot of staking with Celestia. So people buy it, stake it, buy it, stake it, buy it, stake it. You kind of need sell pressure to get buy pressure. You need elasticity to get bounces, you don't get that as much. A little pullback when some of these altcoins and Optimism injected back to 33, Virtual at 173. So let's take a look at it. Bitcoin kind of dwindling. It's got people kind of Brett finally got another pump, but can never get that. So you want to get that pump all the way to 25, 26, but Brett takes its time. It's got such a big market cap. All right. I want to look at total 3. It looked like it was going to break out last night. Looked absolutely beautiful. And it did, it technically did kind of break out there. In my humble opinion, it's outside of this trend line now and forming another flag. And I see a lot of coins in this flag. Like last night, I looked through the market and I saw the 4-hour time frame and I saw ascending triangles and rising wedges all over the place. And I was like, man, it looks like a bunch of these are going to break to the upside. One of them that I saw was Aerodrome. Before I went to bed last night, it must have been 2:45 in the morning, I gave this call right here for AERO. Looked like it was going to break to the upside and head to 259. And look at AERO. Like, see how it's got gas on the stochastics RSI? We trade the stochastics RSI. They tell you when the move is about to begin, and they're pretty good at telling you when the move is about to be over or close to over or getting into the expansive zone where you should be selling it. And that's a faster move, right? It's like 3 hours to 2 hours. 2 hours, you move way quicker than those first 2 hours. You build that momentum. And again, it's all about just trading, flags. Everyone, you can say whatever you want about us pattern traders. That's how the market works. This market moves in patterns. I can go show you every single, coin that went. And all you got to do here is trade a bull flag, trade basically a symmetrical, an ascending triangle, trade a flag, and then trade an Adam and Eve before you did that. Like this is, so you find the Adam and Eve. That you find the cup and handle. It's all there for you. It started here with this beautiful triangle. Then we had a double bottom, broke to the upside. The rising wedge broke down because that's what's supposed to happen. This kind of looks shoulder, head, right shoulder when you look at it. Amazing times to be alive. Shout out to everybody here. Let's take a look at Caspa. Somebody asked for Iris Ensing, asked for Caspa. Let's take a look at Caspa here on this wonderful, wonderful day. God bless each and every one of you for being here and sharing your most precious asset with me, and that is your time. Welcome to the Crypto Lifer Show. So we looked at Caspa. I said it's likely to break out of this giant cup and handle, right? We were looking for a big breakout for Caspa, and we got the move that we were looking for. The entry was in at 6.2. We're up there at 7.3, hanging out. We made an indecision doji last night, which made the markets kind of like, I thought Caspa was going to break down. Broke back up. It does follow Bitcoin a little bit. We'll see what's happening, but altcoins are also taking a move. So it's like, wait, I kind of move with Bitcoin because I'm a proof of work, but I also want to do what the altcoins do. I would watch this flag, and likely this will continue to the upside. I'm looking for 19 for Caspa, and then on to the bigger target there. Takes you to 24. All right. Kid crushing fish. I hope you're doing well with the fish. Good morning, Crypto Lifer. What do you think about XDC and the future market? Thank you for all you do. God bless Kent for the $10 super chat. God bless you, Kent. You're a blessing, man. Thank you so much for the love. Okay. Why would you super chat that? Yeah, get that guy off the stream. Get him off. Yeah. Yeah. Sorry. Just get him off. Yeah. I just can't stand weirdos. Yeah, get him off if you can. Get him out of here. All right. Thank you. Yeah, just get him out. Get him out. My team should know. Just get him out. Yeah. Get him out. All right. Yeah, it shouldn't even be spoken about. I never want to see him again for the rest of my life. All right. Okay, let's take a look at PEAQ. PEAQ ripping to the upside as we told you it would. And we showed you that PEAQ was on the way to 77. It was just sitting at 43. And I told you PEAQ was the likely mover to the upside. Only a matter of time for PEAQ to make some massive gains here. And PEAQ up beautifully at 41%. Absolutely lovely. I love what I'm seeing here for PEAQ. PEAQ is amazing. Unbelievable. What a beautiful move there for PEAQ. Again, another beautiful call by the lifer. You know what I mean? It was simple. You buy right there, you wait, you get paid. Like, I don't know what else to tell people. I have this locked and loaded. I know exactly. Basically, I'm pretty spot on with what's going to happen about 80% to 90% of the time, man. And on 90% of the coins, there's going to be 10% of the things I'm wrong on. And I'm not going to hit everything, but come on. This was a quick gain, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 30 hours to the upside, PEAQ, bang. And you just had to wait your turn. All right. Beautiful move to the upside here for PEAQ. Swell is just not worth looking at, man. It didn't gain the momentum. It was an easy, people got it free or something, and it's liquid stake, and it just sold the thing, and it never really got, Sonic Sniper bot is booming. Interesting. Mog, please. Is flag on the 1 hour. Good move. Or is the run overextended on Mog? That's a great super chat, man. Thank you for the ask. Shout out to Zach R. Kid Crushing Fist, ask about grass. It's been a while since we looked at grass. You know what I mean? We'll take a look. We'll take a look. Yo, Sam, are you well, bro? You sound a bit tired and sick. Take care of yourself. No, get him out of here. Yeah, get this guy out of here. I'm gonna put you on timeout, man. Yeah. I can't stand when people say I'm tired and sick. No, I'm messing with you, but don't do it again. Yeah. I feel unbelievably amazing. I'm on 3 hours of sleep, but I feel unbelievably amazing. I just woke up. This is me when I just wake up. When I just wake up, it's like, it takes me like, I don't know, 30 to 40 minutes for my voice to open. I don't know about you. I'm a grown man, man. Like, yeah. It's just disrespectful when people do that to me. Like, you look tired and sick, when I'm like feeling the best I've ever felt in my life. You know what I mean? Anyway, shout out to everybody here on the live. Thank you for being here. I'm sorry, was just asking. I'm just messing with you guys, all right? I'm just messing around. It's the morning, man. Leave me alone in the mornings. Yo, God. But anyway, so PEAQ ripping to the upside. And PEAQ looks like it's not going to stop. Like, that's a mover that a lot of people wanted to get in on. It was just 20 cents. It's done a 3X beautifully to the upside. It looks like it's going to continue to Ripsky. That is headed to 77, and then who knows where. But PEAQ to the upside, and, you know, congratulations to anyone that jumped into PEAQ. And I gave you alerts. We talked about it. I went over it till I was blue in the face. That's a simple 41% gain right there. Like, it was spoon-fed. I have made more than I've ever could ask for because of you. Shout out to Bubba Daddy, man. Well, make sure you lock it in. I was just completely joking with you, Red. Yeah, you got to have some thick skin here. I don't have my coffee. I was like half messing with you. You're fine, man. You're fine. You're fine. You got to understand the lifer. Yeah. Looking good, brother C. Shout out to Mr. Delicious. Today is a good day to have a great day. Amen. How fast do you think the whole run could come out to an end? AERO has been ripping. Oh, AERO was amazing. I think Sam needs some caffeine. Yeah. Just a little. So can we get this move to continue? If you're looking for PEAQ, you're watching again these small time frames, the 15-minute. And that thing is just breaking out and ready for its continuation. I mean, people knew this was hot. They liked it. They wanted in, and PEAQ is ripping. And, wow. Honestly, that was probably the last chance to get PEAQ before it goes on some type of major tear. Market cap's only 410, and it was just 200. It was just $200 million market cap. When we look at that, I mean, it was what? It's done to 3. It was 40. Yeah, so it already made 30%. 250, right? So 4.2. Only thing is there is a small supply compared. Could be some dumpage there at one point. A lot of token unlocks are coming. This will dump fast, take profit, and wait on the sidelines. This coin will go to a 50 million market cap very fast. I don't know about that, but I do see that there's a lot in the FTV. See that comparatively, and then the total supply 4.2. So you know, some things are meant for the whole bull run. Some things are meant to be in and out on. But PEAQ, man, and PEAQ could have been played as a lev trade too, you know, just to take advantage, so you don't have to worry about that even. I'll give you one more cool play here. Hyperliquid, number one, non-playable coin. Looks like it's breaking out and about to pump for some gains. Could be one of the last chances you get this coin. It's gaining popularity over time. A lot of people say it'll be the next $1 billion meme. And look, it's just on a beautiful uptrend. Non-playable coin, NPC. Just been doing its thing really healthy. To get my chats in early, how's XLM looking? Casper ready to break out straight to 2.4. That's what we're looking at, hopefully, for Casper to the upside. One thing I wanted to take a look at was PURR on Hyperliquid, because Hyperliquid's so hot right now, and those people are getting so much money in the airdrop that you feel that PURR would probably get that move, right? So PURR on Hyperliquid, it's getting tighter and tighter, suggesting that a big move is coming. So I don't know. And it's got a $160 million market cap. Looks like there's about 80% gains coming all the way up to 51 cents. And that could be the beginning. And it's on a beautiful trajectory. So you do whatever makes you happy. But PURR looks very interesting here on Hyperliquid. All right. Very interesting. You can trade per USDC here just by clicking it on Dex Screener and accessing the Hyperliquid protocol. All right. Cardano is yet to break strong above 125. What kind of targets are you looking for Cardano? Cardano. Where do you even buy Hyperliquid? At Hyperliquid. Yeah, Aerodrome basically at all-time high. Oh, Aerodrome just out of control. PEAQ ripping too. Shout out to anyone that jumped into PEAQ, man. Massive gains on PEAQ. I love the daily. It just looks so proper. Two of the biggest candles PEAQ ever had. You can see that, right? And we were all over it for you. And I know you're like, okay, Sam, we've been on PEAQ for 20 minutes. We don't want to hear about it anymore. But just we knew. Yesterday at 12 p.m., PEAQ hadn't even made a move yet. And I'm giving it to the trading group. We were going over it on 12/4 too. 4 days ago. Unbelievable. ETH semi pips out. Textbook cup and handle. Hey guys, what do you think of Loop? Loop rings hot. LRC. It's going to do damage and continue to pump. I had a call out for it not too long ago, and it rips so beautifully. Let's take a look at that one. I just want to throw PEAQ in there. And you can't chase them all. You know, I always say you can't chase them all. Okay. You got to have your coins and your convictions. LRC's on Coinbase, Loop Ring. I looked at it recently. It's kind of doing that like, you know, but what it did, look, it got above its daily 200 MA for the first time in a long time. Very, very key. Now you're just looking for it to make that contact. Uptrending flag, or maybe we don't know exactly what's going to do, but look for it to make that contact with the 21-day moving average. That's going to be its next bigger move. Also, you're getting the, you know, the golden cross here too, which is awesome. Got to drink out of glass. The old mason jar, bro. Ball, baby. Ball, Mason. Gotta love it. All right. Everybody is talking about BLUB too, but we've looked at it many times, and it's kind of just been like, you know, like Sui's been ripping, and I thought the Sui memes would have taken a move by now. We'll take a look at it again. BLUB, baby. Like the market cap's so small, 62 million. Okay, it finally got a crazy spike there. And we do see it. It's in a bit of a cup and handle here. And, you know, you have the low, the high, the low. It's in an uptrend. The trend's your friend until it's not. BLUB does look like it's going to continue to rip to the upside. And maybe BLUB's one of the first, you know, memes on Sui that gets to 300 million. You know, I don't know if it's going to get to as big because Sui doesn't have as big of a market cap, but that's going to be an interesting concept. Can we have, I guess we can. I mean, we can get billion-dollar coins on BLUB. I'd rather it go into Sui than into the memes. You know, it's like, I'm really truly not a huge fan of the whole meme thing, because when I think about it at the end of the day, it's like where it's a lot of money being poured into nothing. I don't know. I find it a bit odd. It's not where I want society to go. Like, society can go there, but I usually don't go where society goes. You know what I mean? I'll play with it and I'll speculate and I'll move on, but I'll take my money and put it into something that makes sense to me, like solar panels or something. You know what I mean? I don't know, something that I can get something out of. Maybe not, you know, something better than that. Maybe a hydrogen Hoffman apparatus on my property or something. Called out Sui memes yesterday. Sui, Sonic, and BLUB. You called out Sui memes yesterday? Oh, wow. We've been going over Sui memes for like 2 months, man. I love you, though. God bless you. Thank you, Rebecca. I shouldn't be rude, but God bless you, Rebecca. Thank you. Yeah. BLUB, Simon, top memes on Sui. Don't miss out. Very easy. I don't know. Nothing's easy. And there's no easy 100Xs, and that's not true. A 10X would take it to 600 million. All right. And 100X would take this to 6 billion. It's not an easy 100X. Don't listen to people that say stuff like this, like Top Legend here. Not a good look. You know what I mean? Nothing is easy in life. Nothing. All right. Time to take profits on altcoins this month. Hey, Sam, love the channel. I appreciate you helping so many of us. May I ask, what are your thoughts on ELON? ELON's been around a long time. I actually held it and traded it in the last rally. Not a bad coin, Dogelon Mars, but like, you know, you're taking a shot on a tiny little coin. Many people don't know about. It's got low volume and low liquidity. I don't know. If you want to take a shot, take it. I think it's kind of, it'll probably rip with everything else, and you'll have a blast with it. It just, I get bored of coins that I've known for a long time that have been around. But I mean, its all-time high is far, far away. It could 4 to 5x, maybe even 10x. You know, it says it will make a 6 to 7x back to its all-time high, and it very well may. It's getting back above that 200 MA on the daily time frame, which is a known signal for a move, and it's gone all the way. It's already made, you know, 140%, sitting at 110% gains, and it could continue. But, you know, I don't know. I'm more into utility, and like there's, you know, I don't want to fill my entire portfolio with meme coins. As much as maybe I'll even make more money. I don't know. It's just not my thing. But this could get all the way to 4,488. That's your next kind of move if it can continue to pump here. All right. Yeah, Elon was, safe Mars. Exactly. Elon's an oldie. Let's take a look at the elephant in the room here. Bitcoin, avoiding the big boy. Bitty Bitcoin. All right. Let's see what Bitcoin's doing today and find out what's happening at 99,470. Last night, I was looking for a reversal on Bitcoin on the 1 hour time frame out of this falling wedge, and we got it. Then they came and did this crazy liquidity grab this morning because it's low volume on the weekend, and they're able to do that, which is just kind of nuts. Only to reverse the price back to the upside and possibly get us back on track for a move at least to the top of the range. So Bitcoin looks to me, it may break back to the top of the range, but we'll figure this out in a second. But, you know, I'm seeing this here. I don't like the roundedness, though. You know, the roundedness isn't amazing here. But anyway, I've seen them pop anyway. Let's look at our bigger picture. We're going to break it down. I'm going to show you kind of what I see happening. But yeah, that looks like we could get a pump to the upside as we speak. Definitely a bit of a double bottom. You have supported 99,000 for BTC. You've got a bit of a trend line seeming to hold here that we're bouncing off of. You have this top trend line that if you can create a break above, then we could get a move. Bit of a cup with a handle here as well. Even though it's not perfect, that is a cup. There's a handle. That breaks out. You've got a bit of a measured move here to the upside, and you could see Bitcoin back at 106,000 before you know it. And people are going to front run it. Asian market could wake up and front run it. Anything could happen, so just stay on your toes here for BTC. And let's break down the weekly and go all the way back down. So the weekly looks like it is going to close green. It was, you know, looked like it could have been red for a couple days. This is great. That's all been reversed. You know, you can put that in there. It technically is an engulfing, but it is an indecision doji. It could go either way. It closes. That leaves us kind of wondering what if, what could Bitcoin do? If you have time this morning, could you please check T on Turbo? It's my only meme, and it just got Coinbase listing. Thank you, Sam. Anytime, my friend, anytime. Good morning, Lifer. Blessings to you and your family. Could you give your thoughts on Ivan on Soul as a meme? Thoughts on potential. Thank you. God bless Luis Galejos. Thank you so much for jumping on in. Appreciate you, Luis. Very nice of you. Ivan on Soul. Crypto Fish, I agree, but in case other people in chat know something, yeah. BLUB is getting listed on Binance. New news, small amounts of beams is okay. If BLUB does get on Binance, it'll be a big deal, right? Check PINO. We were talking about it yesterday. PINO's small market cap and has been ripping to the upside. BLUB did just break out of a nice long-term resistance but had a crazy wick and then came right back down to the upside. Be careful. You never know on these smaller coins, right? Funny, NTJ agent. Always looking at these agents. Someone asked about Evon on Soul, but there was something that just got me going there. Oh yeah, PINO. I always forget I don't have to do that there. So PINO with the small market cap and breaking out hard, you know, and we could see that it's in the Adam and Eve double bottom. It consolidated. It was likely going to break out, and it's up 80% since we talked about it yesterday, last night. You know, this is just, you know, I play these patterns. These patterns play out. I don't know what to tell you. And that's almost basically your measured move of the Adam and Eve already. I mean, that's like 99% of the time these Adam and Eves play out. It's just you buy them blind. It's so insane. And I don't know what PINO is going to do or where it's going to go, but PINO is definitely something on the radar here at a small market cap that is just getting started and has a very healthy chart. And again, it's a meme. Memes are memes, but it is what it is, right? I trade charts. Charts somehow show me what other people find out by scanning the internet and doing all these other crazy things. I just see the chart. And I can tell you which chart's likely to pay me because, and that's the one that's going to get the news, people are going to talk about. So indirectly, I can like find out what everyone's into. And then I still also deep dive and stuff like that. But it's pretty interesting how the charts will keep you pretty privy to what's happening and show you the way. So this coin, this closes there. That's going to be a bullish weekly close, but anything is possible. And it's not, you know, it's an indecision doji, right? It represents that we could go up or down at one point. Let's take a look at our 3-day chart. Our 3-day chart's still inside a beautiful flag. Technically, maybe is just broken out or is about to break out. And on it, you could say like any moment now, any day now, Bitcoin is on the way and it cracks 100K this time. It may never come back. You know, these may be the last, in my humble opinion, these could be the last times to buy Bitcoin below $100,000. These could be, you know, you could be like, hey, I bought Bitcoin below 100K. It goes to $1 million, you're going to 10x your money. Think about it. When Bitcoin was $10,000, everyone thought it was big. And at my point, I was just like you. I was new. I was buying it, and everyone was telling me. And I thought about the world. I thought about how they printed money, and I focused on history. And I said, man, if I keep buying this, I think I'm going to win. And I saw how no one else was doing it, and I said, man, if the masses aren't doing it, there's a good chance that if I do it, I'm going to win because you can't do what everyone else is doing. So this says we could get to 130,000 by December, like, which tells me it's kind of like, man, right? It says right there, it says, you know, if this carries on the same trajectory that we carried on before, and you can even take a Baz pattern if you'd like for fun. A Baz pattern will just take the exact like bars, right? And you put it there. But yeah, I mean, it's just fine. January 4th, you're sitting somewhere at $130,000, $134,000 Bitcoin. And we've been doing this, you know, the last time I was here, and I'm just like, okay, the measured move says we're going to $100,000 Bitcoin. And I was saying the same thing that I'm saying now, and people were probably looking at me funny. And I was like, 100K. I said, we're going to 100K, and it says we're going to get there somewhere by, you know, December 2nd. And when I drew it, I was like, it's somewhere by December 2nd, we should be somewhere at $100,000. You can go back and watch me say this over and over again based off the technical analysis. And like, it's just so amazing how it, pretty spot on, man. How, look at it, it almost hits it to the day on the timing. If you hit if you use the right angle of price action, it's so, the algorithmic move is so spot on, it's insanity. I've been teaching this for a long time. I use no fibs, no fib extensions, no need for it. I see even my mentors using it, and I kind of chuckled to myself because I'm like, I don't even, whatever, they have their own game. I shouldn't chuckle, but in my mind, I'm like, I don't even need that. I'm like, I'm spot on without that. I've never had, you know, but I've toyed with it so much that I can see things that most people just haven't had the time to play with. So blessings on blessings to everybody out here. And again, I'm not right every time, and nobody is. You do the best you can every single day. You believe in God. You stay humble. You thank God for everything you have, and you push forward every single day. Look, I mean, this I'm telling you right now, this is a bullish retest here for me, personally, on the bigger time frame on the daily. Entry right here. Stop loss like right here below these wicks, somewhere in this area. I love when you can do this, because a pattern is your entire stop loss. Not just the support and the resistance area, but this all, and that's all the up and down price action that we had. So it bounces there, it bounces there. It's a chunk, right? And so to me, I really like this trade. And to 113,000, if we're going to go where it says we're going to go, we got to get to 113 somewhere by by December 13th. So are we going to be 113,000 by December 13th? It says we very well may. Bitcoin pumping nicely to the upside. We're going to show you if we can get into a live trade here, even though it's Saturday. So right now, there's a trade right there. that I firmly believe could make some massive gains. Again, I'm not a financial advisor. Nothing I say and do should be taken as financial advice, but that is simple trading there. High volume node. All right. Now they could easily dump it again and stop you out and pump it. It could happen. Anything could happen. And that's why it's called trading. All right. But wow. I mean, they already did a nasty dip. You have a green candle. You're outside of the zone and you seem to be bullishly retesting. Let's take a look at our 22. It's got some room. It's a little high. Our 12-hour ain't bad. Our 8-hour looks like it's ready to go. And our 8-hour is forming a bit of a bullish flag there. And to me, that is, look, that's a breakout, right? Like you can do this. We can do a bunch of different things. We can call this the breakout, which I feel like I broke out. It bullishly retested the top of the trend line. And then it left, which is pretty interesting. But if we want to extend it to a bigger channel, which I think is smart, because then if it comes down, we have an area. It breaks through this, we're gone, right? We're gone. And then I can make it super tight and take a look at it in that sense. And what I mean by this is like I'll come up on it, and you know, we definitely, it's a you know, symmetrical triangle, which could break out 50% of the time, up or down. And so, and this is the nitty gritty. This is what I do every day to the trading group. I do this in about a 5 to 6 minute, sometimes a 10-minute period. And we post the group. We post it to the group, and we all have a pretty good idea of what Bitcoin's going to do for the day by 6, 7, 8 in the morning. And then I'm usually trading it by then, or we see what's going on. So yeah, you're looking for this breakout. And wow, Bitcoin's doing damage right now, all the way back to 99.7, about to go to $100,000. And so, yeah, I'm looking at this flag here, and I'm expecting at least, even if it's a bearish flag, I'm expecting at least to move to the top of the trend line for Bitcoin to pump at least back to 101,400, because that's just pattern trading. Bottom, top, bottom, back to the top of the pattern. So I'm looking for a move for Bitcoin back to the top. And this is where I was last night with the long that I put out on the 1 hour time frame. It just kind of toyed it and ended up making a bit of a double bottom for whatever reason, you know. But there's still a good chance here this thing can continue to pump. I do see shoulder, head, somewhat of a right shoulder. And I see, look, resistance. Like, we got to break back above 100K. 100K now is a bit of resistance for BTC at the present moment in time. So we're looking for a short squeeze liquidity grab here up to the top of the channel. Then maybe we can continue, or that we go sideways. If you drop back inside the pattern and you have that bigger trade open that I'm talking about, that would kind of give you caution. And you could think about and look and reassess, and you might see some bearishness that could help you to bail out. But right now, so far, so good, right? Let's take a look at the 4 hour time frame. You know, well above the 200 MA. 200 MA coming for tight moving averages is also a good sign that the 4 hour is going to continue to the upside here. And let's clean it up and see if we can see one last thing. And I'll recreate that triangle in a second. So much TA inside of TA. See, it's the micro in the macro that gets you paid. You know, when everyone else really can't see what I can see, it's zooming in and seeing like a scientist exactly kind of what's going on there, right? And the thing is, most people live in reality, in a world where what's real is real. But if you trade like I have for so long, eventually your brain forms this strange sense of reality where you see what's real in the charts. And everyone else sees what's real, but you can kind of see what's happening. So look, this is what I see now. I see the rising wedge. And I see the measured move, right? And I see that we broke out of the rising wedge, fell out of it, broke back inside. And now we're just consolidating inside of the rising wedge. So before, what looked more bearish to me looks somewhat bullish. And now I'm getting a sense of a parabola here. You see? And this is telling me that Bitcoin's likely going to go on some type of move here to the upside. We have beautiful support. We have resistance, and even a little bit of a chunky area right below it. It's a great place to keep a stop. So I'm looking for this is the trade right here that I just tripped upon. You guys got to see this as it happened, my mind. And this is my subconscious mind, and I could be wrong. By all means, I could be wrong. But my subconscious mind's been doing a really good job of keeping the entire trading group intact. We've done very well for ourselves for a long time here, and we're going to continue to likely do so. Oh, look how that one lined up perfectly. It doesn't always do that, right? So you're above this high volume node. You know, there's a chance we dump. Anything is possible. But I like what I'm seeing here on the bigger time frames for Bitcoin. And we just need to see some sideways consolidation here for BTC. So this is kind of what I'm into right now. Take a look at the 1 hour time frame. And the bottom of the trend doesn't really make any sense. You'd almost have to say it fell out of it and fell back inside for it to almost be the best. You can go a little low and turn it into, like, I guess it's a descending triangle, which is a bit sketchy, because what if that doesn't hold, right? Then we'd have to say it's going to dump. So I got to be open-minded to that right there. So mixed signals for Bitcoin when, you know, I mean, at the end of the day, it is still a slightly an uptrend, but if you use the wicks, but it does say we're about, so here's the deal for me. Let the small time frames break above 99.7. Give us a retest on the 1 minute, the 7 minute of 99.8, and then you'd be more comfortable, because it would feel, and again, nothing has to be even traded today. It could just be a DCA into a larger, I think a DCA into a larger trade, like setting up the trade maybe 3-4 buys at a time if we consolidate into this tight channel. If I want a $25,000 trade, $5 grand, and then maybe my last $5 grand, right? And as we get, if I put $5 here, it starts to limit, then I don't add more $5. You know what I mean? So that's what I like about starting my trades. I start my trades as the beginning probability begins, and sometimes that falls off. And when that falls off, I move on. But if it doesn't, and we're still consolidating, and consolidating gives you almost the same price. So you don't have to go all in at once because it's going sideways anyway. See, you learn this stuff. It's like that old saying, the bulls, like, I can't say it on camera, but if one bull to another. So tight moving average, right? But some sloppy price action for sure. Let's get out. Hold on. And I like Chihuahua. I feel like Chihuahua. Wawa. Like a Chihuahua. Wawa. And this kind of has some cup and handle vibes if we cut the wick off, right? And that would give you a big move to the upside. So I'm more overly bullish for Bitcoin than I maybe should be. But, the chart is conveying some bullishness here for BTC. I also see some trouble. It's not amazing. It's also low volume on Saturday, which would tell me to be careful trading the small time frames, 1 minute, 5 minute, But you could get me to start to build that 4 hour trade. And I believe that's what I'll be doing when I'm off stream and have a moment to think about exactly what I'm doing with my portfolio. I'll take a look at that. And but that's Bitcoin in a nutshell right now. We're kind of sitting, that's a cup and handle as far as I'm concerned. A bit of an ascending triangle. Well, look, we just got a nice break to the upside. And we got rejected by the same area of resistance, 99,781, and a pretty harsh rejection back to 99.4. Right there, you can see it really clearly too on the 7 minute time frame. We'll take a look at our 1 minute as well. On our 1 minute, forming a flag, but there's my model, isn't it? There it is, unbelievable. So I might have to open up a trade right now with each and every one of you, even though I don't even want to. Let's take a look. If you trade a model and you have a model, you got to trade when the model tells you to trade, not when you feel the need to trade. And if you see the model, you got to take the model, right? Okay, here. Altcoins doing well. Finally, that Doge trade ripping back to the upside, taking forever. It's been up $500 before. It's been down 500. It's been all around the board. This Pepe trade, I'm expecting to give a big ripski to the upside. I believe we can make, some decent money on that one. So let's take a look here. Can this flag break to the upside? I want to see what's going on here. Bang, right? And then you got resistance. You got a bounce. You got resistance. You've got a bounce. And you got this kind of ascending cup and handle. All right. So, you know, and then wait, you came back down, previous resistance and a bounce right there. I mean, you got some supportive resistance right here. Look at this. You got a lot of meat and potatoes of buying and selling on the small time frames. That could hold us pretty nicely, you know, right where we're at. Like, it's like right there. And then if the 1 minute can break above the 200 MA, we're bullish. Now, if it can't, we're bearish. So we want to see in the next 5 to 10 minutes on this 1 minute, and that gives you, you know, 5 to 10 candles. That means we could either be down here or up there. We got to get back above this 200 MA to remain bullish on the day right now. For the day to even begin bullish, like, you have to get above the 1 minute 200. It's the gateway to success for Bitcoin bulls every single moment of every single day. And this is kind of where we are. You guys watch this with me almost every single day. And the fact that it just lost the 200 MA, a lot of times that's a bearish sign for a dump to the downside. Let's look at the bearish scenario for Bitcoin so we're not all just looking at one thing. I'll keep that on ice. If that gets back above the 200 MA, we'll crack it. But right now, I'm just going to give it a second there to find its way. I'm going to look at another chart like Bitcoin on KuCoin, just something else. I'm going to say, Sam, show me why you're bearish. Well, rounded tops don't pay the bills. I don't like when Bitcoin rounds out. It's never really a good sign when any coin gets a rounded top. You want rounded bottoms, right? You don't want rounded tops. Anyway, still looks pretty funky too on the 1 minute time frame. And let's be honest, I mean, it's hard not to get some kind of a descending triangle vibe from this. That could break to the downside, send you down to 97.4 too. And then you look at Bookmap, it's got all the liquidity to the downside. All the stop losses are down here. So if they want to push the price down, I mean, they could easily get liquidity filled all the way to 95,000. Look at that. All the way really to 90K. So all the liquidity is below us. There's really a bar up there for some short has a big stop loss at 103,000. Looks like he's pretty protected at this point. You never know. You never know. Like, maybe they go eat him alive today. But you don't see a flurry of shorts here right now. You see a lot of longs. A lot of long, and so it tells me that if anything, they go down and get the longs. Again, that's pretty accurate, but it doesn't mean it happens every single time. All right. All right, and now, yeah, please don't spam. Yeah, shout out to anyone that jumped into PINO. Look at Total 3 and Bitcoin dominance. A breakout is coming. Yeah. All right, now you're a shill, so you're going to be removed. All right. Or put you on timeout for 24 hours. If you couldn't come back and treat and just, you know, not shill the same stuff every time. Yeah. We have a really tight moderator list here. We don't allow the stream to get kind of abused. The second you post something like at least 3 to 4 times, you will be removed. And I'm sorry, I don't mean to, I love you. I want you all here, but we can't do it, you know. Okay, so here we are. I'm executing quickly. Stop loss at 100, 151, right? Remember yesterday we battled the markets only to win such a massive gain there. Unbelievable day yesterday, really, on the live. 3-hour live, we went live. We eventually just nailed it. It's been an amazing week, too, of trading. And the stop can just be kind of right in that sweet spot there. 99 to 11. No, not 99, 366. See how this candle's about to close. I want to see it close, obviously, above the 200 MA. I like where the 21 is, because you get above the 21, you can pump fast, too. So you get above the 21, that's a good move. And, you know, when you get above the 200, but the 21's lagging, that's the one that I'm like, all right, this is really the sauce right here. This is what we're looking for. Got the beautiful bounce, did what it was supposed to do. Right off support in this chunk, you know, the up and down chop there. You got to get a bounce off the chop. So the candle closed red, now battling the 200 one more time. This chance could go red again and then just continue to get a dump here. So weekend trading is sketchy. I don't get the follow through on the weekend like I would get on a Tuesday. It just doesn't happen. Pepe ripping though, starting to kind of come into some gains here. I've been holding this Pepe trade for a couple days. It's been down. I think it was down through $300 at one point. They don't make it easy to make gains on these alts. I never really traded alts heavily on Lev, and now I'm just, I'm dabbling 4 or 5x. I don't go too hard, but I can see an obvious setup, and I take a setup if I see one, right? So look, Bitcoin struggled to get back above the 200, so you do not take the trade. This is out there to say, hey, this is what we would do if we were going to do it, but we didn't take the trade. You can see. Now, maybe it wicks back up and there's heavy volatility, but that's bearish, everybody. And you can see if the bulls were back in town and everything was great, we would have been ripping past this 200 MA already, but we went up it, we faked it, only to come back down and just rock maybe some longs, or I don't know what they're doing, right? Still wacky sideways price action. Could it still be in the cup and handle? Technically, but it's a pretty strange handle at this point. Pretty sleek looking. It looked, what it should look right there. This is like, you can say, is it bullish? Is it a retest? Like, did it break out? Is it trying to retest this top trend line? I don't know. Thoughts? Possibly. You never know. All I'm doing is if we get back above the 200 MA, I'm in. So I got to be ready for that. And that move could almost shave the stop loss a little bit. Take profits at 100, 118, or 100, 124 even, right? Let's get back above that 200 MA. Let's see if we can get this live trade cooking right here on Bitcoin. I'm always scalping Bitcoin. I'm always scalping Bitcoin. Yeah, shout out to anyone jumping into PEAQ, making gains, baby. Yeah. Yeah, Pepe Coin is going to 1,000 each. Yeah, Bitcoin doesn't pump soon. I'm going to have to step in. I know, right? Bitcoin doing, yeah, I know your strategy and I'm going to use it with you, but take greater risks. Amen. You have no idea the risks that I do take. Yeah, I take them on a massive scale on spot, like just on a way bigger, yeah, but just not, I don't take bigger risks. I don't see the need. I can't really get into it because it sounds like bragging when I tell the truth. I'll have to write a book so the person that wants to hear it can read it. Have you invested in Supra? No. No, Sana is taking its time, yeah. Arata, look at Juicy Project, just got half for 1 million, but the team is solid. Very nice entry. Interesting. And give a TA, you want to give a super chat, everybody. We can't just do free, comments. I would like to, but there's just too many here. All right. Can you take a look at MYRO? I love MYRO. I'm in it. I've been in MYRO for a good long time. And so, yeah. Dang, Bitcoin not able to hold that 200 MA on the 1 minute time frame. So we know exactly what that means. We've seen this story too many times, right? So MYRO just got a beautiful pump from the bottom of the channel here at 10 all the way back up to 14. Nice move for MYRO. A nice move. Like, you got to love that. Now, it's back above the 200 MA too on the daily time frame. You have to remember that could cause a massive pump. At the same time, what if we get a Bitcoin pullback and we hang out here and get tight? Either way, in that next Bitcoin run, and it says, by the beginning of January here, we should have ripped up to 29, in my humble opinion, and we should be in some gains there for MYRO. So that's what I see in the midterm. In the long term, I say we crack through the all-time high. You kind of make this kind of an estranged Adam and Eve kind of. And it says, we can get, and maybe with a little more push, somewhere into 50 by February or March. So I see a 5X coming out of MYRO, in my humble opinion, right? WIF looks very likely like it's about to make a massive move. It looks very tight. It actually did just break out from 317 to 367. No one's really discussed WIF for a while. It's been kind of quiet. Again, we may get a Bitcoin pullback and they come to the bottom of the channel. You may get a chance to get WIF at 288 one more time. But this thing looks like it's about to rip. I see a move to 829 from 367 for WIF. So WIF. And that's a bit of a cup with a handle there too. Above that 200 MA, looking absolutely beautiful. WIF is in an uptrend because it's above the daily 200 MA. It's ready to rip. I haven't talked about WIF at all. That thing is sitting pretty. All right, and ever since that low bounce, you got WIF back at 146 in September, even though it started at 30 cents. I started getting into WIF somewhere, what, 60 cents, somewhere right around there. We started buying it. The thing was out of control. Went to that $4 or $5. This was the first meme that people really went crazy for, man. Nobody talks about it as much. It's so crazy how these things come and go. I haven't heard the term fractal magic in a while, baby. Fractal magic, baby. Fractal magic. Shout out to Tori. Let's take a look at XTZ. XTZ is likely going to pump to the upside. It just looks amazing. The chart just looks too good. Very rarely I see a chart like that not do damage. And there, I mean, the entry was there at 168 and it's already up. It went to 191, right? That's 30 cents on 160. That ain't bad. It's almost 25%. So, yeah, it did break out there in my humble opinion. And now it's getting above the resistance. I see this going to 238. May take a little longer than we think, but it's good. You know, like this last pump took the 28th of November to the 30th. It took 2 days. Each of its pump, though, 23rd, each of its big pumps only took about 2 days. So it says in 2 days, you should be somewhere here, right? It basically, December 8th or 9th, you should hit the target. But I can, I'm going on past performance. That doesn't mean it's going to happen in the future, but it looks likely. So this coin's ripping. I like what I'm seeing. And Bitcoin is getting the pump. Let's get back in action here. I missed my entry, gabagooing with you guys. How many times, man? Now I got to chase. I would have been already probably up pretty big. But Bitcoin did cross the 200 MA here. The cup and handle double bottomed right there off some support at 99.4. Let's see if we can get this rally to continue here to the upside for Bitcoin. That's a proper move. And I see a bullish move back to the upside today. I showed you all the long-term ideas I had, and they look likely to me. We could see $105,000 today. We really could. Yeah. Grass was talk of the town. We traded it on and off for a good while when it was worth trading, when it had the volume, when it had the buzz. You don't trade coins when no one's talking about them. When they don't have the buzz, there's no point. You want to trade a coin when it's moving and grooving, right? We had this whole run up. It was awesome. And grass pulled back, then it came back. Now it's sitting pretty. Grass actually consolidating very nicely. And this coin always has been exhibiting strength. It never really showed not much weakness. Bit of a cup and handle there for grass as well. Let's take a look at our 4-hour time frame, clean this up. I mean, that's a beautiful cup and handle for grass. And again, as all these other coins have been ripping, grass has been slowly just kind of getting that little pullback, hugging that 200 moving average there, you can see. And so the 3-hour looks like it's our go-to because we don't have as much information. But grass looks good to me. I like what I'm seeing here for grass. And you have a major resistance here at 382. You bounced off that key level. You got 381. 285, and then this key level right here at about 192. Bang, right? Bang. So yeah, and again, the aggressive entry for grass is now at 285. I gotta get but it could come up, consolidate, and then yeah, you're at 328, but higher likelihood that it's gonna break to the upside. Looks to me like grass is likely going to pump and do damage over time, and continue its rampage here. I see grass at $6 not too long from now. 113% gains coming out of grass. All right. Thank you so much for that super chat. I appreciate you, brother. And God bless you. Could you take a look at MYRO? We took a look at that fractal magic. Yeah. Good morning, Lifer. Your TI and origin protocol on a longer time frame, please. Blessing, Sam. Can we check Jupe for Master Friend? He joined today. Yeah. That guy, he's a new guy. Yeah. Let's take a look at Jupiter. So I wanted Jupiter to break out of this. The last time I looked at it, you can see that definitely got stopped out. So that's one that didn't play out. Not everything plays out. I like to see that. It's good to show some things don't play out over time, right? But there you have it here, kind of forming. And we saw this pattern on a lot of trades. I've been putting it out the last few days. And then it kind of made the flag here. And it looks like a lot of altcoins are about to get this big punch. I don't know what's about to happen, but something big. An announcement next week from this new administration, I think, is going to send Cryptocurrency, there's usually when you see all these coins with a big move coming, it show me the charts and show you the news. It tells me there's some type of news coming here for Bitcoin that could really just kind of change it all. Wow, it's 1010. You know when you're supposed to look at a watch, they put it at 1010. You know what I mean? And I looked at my watch and it was 1010, and I was like, no, that's not like. And then I looked at the clock and I'm like, it's 1010, dude. Pretty trippy stuff for me, honestly. But if you ever go and look at a watch at a magazine, they put it at 1010. Yeah, that's the time that they want. That's like the most pleasing time. You know what I mean? It's kind of the most symmetrical vibe, right? So that's the display time for a watch, just in case it. Thanks, Liver. You've been crushing. God bless you, kids. Crushing fish, man. Amen. Wow, 3 super chats, man. 1 to remind me, 1 to thank me, and 1 for it. God bless you, brother. You're a good person. That shows that there's some honor behind you. May God bless you, my friend. You're in the club. You know what I mean? Jupiter looks like it continue to pump to 172 here. Jupiter ZRO coin. Let's take a look at its ZRO. Bitcoin pumping 99,670 for BTC. And starting to get this cleanup. And now this is great. Let's just flag out here. Let the 21 come into price action and get our next bigger move out of here. And then let's just continue this awesome pump to the upside here. And we're back above the 200 MA. Anything could happen now. All right. Okay, Jupe looks like a continuation move is coming. We see that there could possibly be some type of parabolic move there for Bitcoin. Trying to see what chart I saw on the my Binance chart, right? Like, where did I draw that parabola where I saw it? Like, here we go, yeah. So yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if we get carried away out of this kind of rising wedge here that I found and continue to pump, specifically on this 4-hour time frame. It's like one of Bitcoin's favorite time frames. So US spot ETFs extend their 2-week inflow streak as ETF price tops $4,000. Amazing. And Ethereum at 4,000. Let's take a look at our baby ETH, baby. And I see ETH breaking out of this rising wedge to the upside, just like I see the S&P breaking out and the NASDAQ. Like, they all are about to go on a massive, it looks like it's going to be December 7th to about the 14th. Says we're about to have a pump for the week that's going to just go crazy. I'm starting to get that anxiety feeling of like, man, you got to take some profits on these pumps because they're starting to kind of, it's getting a little crazy. Chirply, C98, you name it, BEAMX, they're ripping. Look, BEAMX at 333 and forming a flag after it pumps so hard, giving almost nothing back. And this looks like it's going to continue to go like the length of that pole there. In Beam, we got some more coming. This is a slow mover. It takes its time and then it makes its moves. But Beam, man, look at that. And just getting started really out of its rounded bottom there. Pretty awesome when you really think about where these coins could start to, this could be somewhere up in 10 or maybe even 20 cents. Look, the triple threes too. Every time, baby. Even Bake, the old coins from back in the day, get above the 200 MA and they gone. Any coin gets above the yellow line, it's gone on the daily. It's so simple, right? The cycles are fun to play because they all look. It gets above the 200 MA, it's gone. No genius here. You just have to stay. I'm here to help you, and I could hide this from you, make it that yellow line an indicator, and call it the Sammy. I don't know, the wall, the Sammy, whatever I wanted to do. And I would try to, or I could just simply tell people it's a free indicator. You get in like this. This is what happens. It is what it is. Phantom looks like a big breakout is coming. A lot of rising wedges here. Now, what if Bitcoin fails and dumps? I mean, these rising wedges could dump. And so it's some high risk. But you're seeing a big move. And Phantom is now rebranding to Sonic, if I'm correct. Sonic. I think it already has, but I guess still Phantom here. But Phantom ripping to 170 is the target for me for Phantom. A lot of rising wedges here. But that's when things go parabolic. They have massive rising wedges. So I'm telling you, I'm going to find multiple gains every single day, 7 days a week. It's just going to happen. Maybe not. There's a chance I miss, but it's very rare. I'm pretty spot on, you know. Dude, I got the Infinity Gauntlet, bro. You can't mess with me. I want to get the actual gloves and wear them the whole stream, right? Like, I am a nerd. Lego's amazing, though, huh? How you can just build. So fresh, bro. And then, you know, for everyone watching, gotta be careful with these puppies too, man. They're a bit fragile. And for everyone watching, I mean, you gotta have Iron Man, right? The Nano Gauntlet. So we got it. We didn't play ourselves. Okay. We got the dualities of life here on screen. These are my hands. What if these were my hands? Like, you know what I mean? Like, I was like, I shouldn't even, you know. I was on stream just like grabbing the mouse saying, hey everybody, you know, welcome on the mic. I'm crazy. I'm a bit odd today. Shout out to everybody here. Please review Solana. I'll start calling you Solana Sammy Salami. Sammy Solana. Phantom does look like it's going to rip to the upside. A lot of these coins look absolutely amazing here. And there's always opportunity. There's always opportunity in this market. Bitcoin back to 99.4 playing games. Will you take a look at Moon, please? The weird Reddit coin. Also, thanks for sharing the baby picture of the 99. Much love. God bless. Thank you. Moon. Yeah, that was me when I was a kid, man. I had so many dreams. And it's crazy how my life is half over now. At 42 years old, if I make it to 84. So he said, will you take a look at Moon? Yeah, it looked like an undervalued area right there at the 618, but wow, it got, you know, no one wanted to buy it apparently. That's why you keep a stop below that. You know, if you get through the 886, it's kind of a wrap. So this thing, I don't know what happened to this thing. It's down in the dumps. It did just get above the daily 200 MA though. I don't know. The chart looks weird to me. I personally wouldn't trade it, but I don't know. Looks pretty whack. Yeah. I gotta move on, man. That chart's sad, bro. It made me feel depressed. It really did. Let's take a look at just a lot of low energy there. So look at big double bottom here for Solana and getting very tight for a move above the high volume node. I see Solana taking off here out of this chunky consolidation. It doesn't look amazing, and maybe it does come and make a right shoulder. And, you know, I'm wrong here, and we come down a little bit more for 225, 235 price action, maybe 225. But I'd be more bullish than bearish on Solana. As more memes continue to pick up steam, more people jump on in, and Solana continues to rip. So I see I'm in Solana for 100,000 at 109. So I'm holding a beautiful gain right now of about $130,000. So 100 grand is now 230,000. Pretty awesome, right? When you see your money turn into money like that. And it's the first time in my life this cycle where I was able to up the positions to some pretty big positions. So I'm excited for that. And yeah, I want to see where it goes. So Solana looks beautiful, 297. I do hold a lot of Solana, as I told you, 3,000 souls or something crazy. But God bless you all. Thank you for sharing your time. I'm not going anywhere, but I just wanted to say thank you. I'm just really, when I said that, it hit me. I just have so much gratitude for cryptocurrency. C98, I put it out down here, suggested that it could rip to the upside, and boy, did it rip. It ripped amazingly well. Shout out to anyone that jumped into C98, somewhere down there at 15. And now it's in a beautiful flag too. So I see a flag on Total 3. I see a flag on almost every altcoin. And it looks like this is going to be the push. And it, you know, is it tonight? Is it tomorrow? And maybe nothing happens and they dump. You know, we could easily get, you know, nothing's guaranteed here in trading. As good as it could look, you never know. But if you take the good looking positions over time, I tend to win more than I lose. So that's the key. Saw this coin Sensei, someone had brought up on my radar recently. And wow, look at it. It did just hit the target. Unbelievable. I thought it would flag out a little bit, but it just kind of continued to rip there. Sensei out of control. Look at that thing. And it was just literally on the 26th of November, it was 002. It did a 4x, 4.5x, really unreal. Sensei. What is this thing? What does it do? Teach me the way. I hear coins, I hear names, I do deep dives. Small market cap, you know, could definitely do a 50x in my humble opinion when you got a 26 million. Because a 4x is 100 million and many of them can go to a billion. That's 40x right there. And if you get a pullover, you're 50xing. So it's dedicated to creating a seamless integration between the digital and physical world, utilizing cutting edge technology to develop personalized digital replicas. These replicas are not just digital twins, they are sophisticated dynamic entities that interact, learn, and offer unprecedented opportunities in various fields such as healthcare, education, and entertainment. Yes, and Token on Sensei platform serves a variety of functions. I think it's cool. I like it. It's RWA. If they can pull off what they say. A lot of token unlocks. Total supply 3.3 billion. Total supply is 10 billion. All right. Mid cap's max success. Yeah, that's what technical analysis says. Best medium cap is 10 to 50. Small cap 20. Yeah, I agree with what he said. What this guy's saying here. You know, empowering the future of knowledge sharing. Sensei AI token is the core of Sensei ecosystem. Yeah. Thrilled to be featured in the FinTech Herald. Yeah. Interesting. Very small market cap. Ripping now, but, you know, to someone that just got in the game, you know, if I just got in the game and I only had $500 to $1,000, this would be the type of coin I'd be looking at. I'm serious, because I'd be... You gotta, you know, you want that. You gotta have something that has the potential to do. And if, you know, and like Solana could 5 to 10x. If you're 10x, if you're lucky at this point, highly likely it goes to 2,000, right? Highly unlikely. We need more, you know, you got to think of how much money is going to get injected. You need more. People think that you could just get, I mean, at one point there will be infinite money, but at this point we have to see how much money will come in each cycle, right? I would watch Sensei go sideways here. I may even pick some of this stuff up. I'm being honest, it looks pretty hot, and you're getting in at a very, very low price. Again, you do whatever makes you happy, though. I don't know the people. No one told, this isn't a shill. I didn't get paid to talk about it. I found it on my own. But man, this thing looks like it could do damage. Just when I read about what it does, you know, it has just enough supply out there to possibly cover us. I'm interested. It's got me interested for sure. All right. Check out VELO, not Velodrome. It's on Stellar blockchain. Yeah, we know VELO Finance. Yeah. We trade VELO. I have a setup for VELO, actually. We've been trading VELO for a while. So yeah, I see VELO about to break out. You see that? We had this cup and handle for VELO. I gave it to my trading group right there when we were down there at 012. And VELO ripped all the way to 3.3. Then I said, watch this little flag there, right? Must have put, I don't know, a couple days ago. I said, hey, maybe it will flag out. Again, the flag was here. I did it online on the live stream, so you never know. But there was your flag. And then it broke out of that flag. And now it's flagging again. At support and resistance. And this thing's been hot. Shout out to my buddy MYRO. He's been trading VELO, man. MV, baby, MV. So... yeah, and could this thing continue somewhere up to what? 0.04 cents is its next target out this flag. That's an uptrending cup and handle. I see this thing continuing to rip right now. I do. Dora Bake, Horde, Myth. A lot of low fruit. Wink. This thing tends to pump hard. I remember when this coin was hot. It's been a long time, but Wink tends to do damage. I wouldn't be surprised if you see Wink ripping. So if I had like $1,000 and I was in cryptocurrency, I'd be looking at Hook Protocol, right? In this flag right here. Why? These are smaller market cap coins that have been around long enough not to rug. I'd be careful firing off the memes because you could get through $1,000 pretty fast trading memes. And then you'll have nothing to show for it. Here's the deal. If I had only $1,000 to $2,000, I would I'd put it in a Hook. Now, if Hook rips to 84 from 68, and my $500, you know, makes me 100, maybe I'll take $20 out of that and put it in a meme. But I feel like, in my mind, this is how I play it. I gotta earn meme buying. Okay. What's your view on XRP, mate? The RLUSD impact. I think that's blown out of proportion. And I think it's going to be great, but I think too many people want too many things for it. I think, don't get me wrong, I'm not downplaying XRP. I think it's going to do wonderful over time. Brad Garlinghouse is too smart of a guy. The team is too great. They fought too hard. And God bless what they did there with the SEC all that time. But, hey, Sam, can you please look at Rarity 21? Still looks cheap with 21 supply. Rarity? I remember Rari now. I remember trading that one too now. It's funny. Rarity. AVAX. So let's take a look at XRP. Will you take a look at Moon? We looked at Moon. Please review Solana, ZRO coin. Wow. XTZ breaking out. Shrapnel. I have some shrapnel. I bought it back in the day. It didn't do too well. All right. It didn't. I remember when it first came out, I speculated on some shrapnel, believing that it was going to be A+, awesome. And all it did was dump on me. I bought shrapnel probably somewhere in the, I'd say probably in here in the 19s, and it went to the tubes. So I speculated during the bear market thinking I was buying a good gaming coin. Now, if it gets above the daily, maybe I'll get my money back. But that's a loser for me. But if it gets above the daily, I'll get my money back. Hopefully it can come all the way back to the upside here as gaming rips. Maybe I'll DCA like $200 down there just to try to cover me as we come back to break even again. But that's one of the calls I made that just did nothing for me. You know, it's finally kind of in the Adam and Eve double bottom. I see this thing. This is this new thing that I've been finding. Like, there's your Adam, there's your Eve, and it's slanted. And you kind of play this like in a slanted manner, like it'll break out. I mean, hey, it says it could get back to 38 cents before I know it. What if the game's awesome and everything starts coming out? They just didn't kind of get it done yet. That can happen with gaming. So I could give them a little more of a break there in a way, but we'll see. We'll see. Someone asked about Even on Soul Yvonne. And wow, look at that thing, man. PINO looking great. And we talked about PINO many times on this channel, and I gave an exclusive look on it. Wow, this thing has a $63 million market cap, and it just took a big pump. And now it's consolidating in a bit of a flag. That flag looks like it could pump. When I get into the TA zone, I get into the zone, right? My mind just starts flying, and you guys see it. That's why the super chats come in. Everyone's like, take advantage of him while his brain's cooking now. Get him while he's hot. That's what you guys do. I never realized that's what you guys are doing. You're like, CAIR on Radium and Rarity. I don't know what Rarity is here. I think I do. Maybe we looked at it back in the day, but I don't remember. Rarity Garden. Rarity 21 on Soul. This one here. I mean, it's got a $53,000 market cap, man. I'd be careful, bro. Yeah. Maybe you found something amazing. I don't know. Good for you, and report back, please. Tell us how it went. Let's take a look at CAIR. CAIR. All right, which is Crypto AI Robo on MEXC. And you think that would be doing great, but I don't know, man. Since September, it's gone into the abyss of nowhere. Finally did get a bit of a pump there, right? Because it's small. And I guess you could play this small cap gem, but I don't know, man. I'd stay away from stuff like that. The market cap's too small for me to even touch it, so it doesn't do well for me. So the miners are selling a little bit of Bitcoin now. Let's take a look at MYRO. How did MYRO do on the week? Every time MYRO hits 30, I should have sold it. So I'm guessing it was probably a sell. Let's take a look. Held 26 actually for the first time, and with promise of Bitcoin. And then they actually came out and said they were adding Bitcoin to the balance sheet though. So that actually should change the stock a little bit. It's more of a Bitcoin holding stock. And they are mining Casper too, right? Which is a bigger deal. You know what? MYRO looks like it's going to break out and finally head up to that $38 level and stay there. Let's take a look at MYRO all by itself for a second here, and let me see what I see happening. I've been in MYRO since last October of 2023. We got in around $8. You know, we're holding over a 3x right now. And MYRO, baby, could head all the way to what, $60 for MYRO. That's where I would like to be getting out of MYRO, and maybe even scaling out somewhere in the $58 region. That's going to be a great payoff for us. It's going to be pretty nice. 8 times 7 is 56. It's a 7x in the stock market. In about a year and a half, 2 years, that ain't bad. That pays the bills. You know what I mean? That's the only stock that I hold. Again, and I'm not a financial advisor. Nothing I'm saying should be taken as financial advice. And maybe they capitulate down to 17, come back up and get tight and then break out. I'd like it to be a lot quicker than that and start to make a move here. Make this that cup and handle fit vibe right here, where this is like a cup, there's a handle. We start breaking on out here to the upside from MYRO, right? Fact of the day, Marathon Digital Holdings was reported to be 0.7% higher in pre-bell trading, recovering from a 4.5 decline on Thursday's close. So Bitcoin struggling. Let's take a look here at the 1 hour. So yeah, I mean, it's got some descending triangle vibes here that could dump us to the downside, in my humble opinion. 1 minute obviously was toying with the 200 MA. We got a big pump, fell below it, got a big pump, fell below it, and now we're just playing around here too. And this is Saturday weekend trading, especially after a massive liquidation. Like, we had a massive liquidation, so it's going to take about a week for people to get their money back in. You know, traders that really want to trade, they got to get money back in. Some people got liquidated that probably just, that's what they do for a living, and, you know, they don't always get liquidated, but this time they did. It's not always bad, right? But the point is, money's got to head back in. And it's just, you know, it's going to take a couple days, man. Especially now that we have the weekend and we had such a big move the way we had it. So right now I'd watch the symmetrical triangle. These mainly break to the downside, mainly. So the odds are that Bitcoin is going to dump here down to 99,000. That's the odds. We don't know if that's going to happen for sure, but that looks likely. That looks like the likely scenario. All right. Shout out to everybody here on the live. Thank you for jumping on in. Appreciate each and every one of you for being here. 2,000 beautiful people here on a Saturday morning. Unbelievable. Impromptu stream on a Saturday morning. Bitcoin choppiness index hits 110K Bitcoin price. Will be tough to crack. I agree. That makes sense, but that's okay. I just want us to hang out above 100,000. That's all. It's all that matters. There's always going to be opportunity in this market. We just have to know that we are the opportunity and find it. So the Coinbase listing did good for MOG. You know, I saw it going sideways, eventually broke, but it broke out pretty quickly. Then we saw the flag, and the flag pumped. Now it's making another flag. Like, the whole market seems to be flagging here. And Ansem likes MOG, and Ansem, you know, he's a pretty known figure in the crypto space, so you're always going to get a tweet or something about MOG probably every couple of days from the guy. So that's a big thing to think about. You got Coinbase there. You know, speculating on MOG wouldn't be the worst idea in the world. I don't think I'm going to do it. The market cap's too big for me at 1.5 billion. But anything could happen. Can I see that? Let me see that. Yeah, let me see that. I want to see it. I want to see it. Hi, she smiled. Hi, smile at your daddy. Hi. Yeah. Yeah. Wee. Oh, look at the bright eyes. Look at the bright eyes of my little. Oh, my baby. Oh, I love you. Oh, my love. Oh, my sweetie pie. Oh, she's so cute. My family, my wife brings the baby to Coke. She's like, is it time to hang out with the family? I'm like, it's never time. I'm running a trading group all day long. In the bull run, it doesn't stop. It's non-stop. And someone asked about ZRO coin. Let's take a look at ZRO. So we identified a lot of opportunity in the market right now. You can see it. I can see it. It's just, can you pull the trigger? All right. You know, is the question. It looked like ZRO was just going to go sideways and pump or lose this and dump. It dumped, then bounced, and then did rip. I saw it going to 825, and it's on the way there. And this just sat there and consolidated on MEXC. Just telling you consolidation, consolidation. And then went from $3 to $7.44 pretty fast. CEEK. I put a trade out for CEEK because it was hot and gaming. Looked like it was going to rip, and boy, did it ever. On the 4-hour time frame. CEEK, CEEK, right there. Look at that. Beautiful pump I gave in the trading group. No stop loss got hit in the making of the trade. You can move the stop loss to break even now if you were in that trade. And now CEEK's likely to possibly flag out here for some more. All right. And there's just gains on gains here in the trading group, my friends. It's been pretty crazy. Yeah. We got a lot of gains that need to be done. If anyone can pick up on them with the group, I don't know if anyone's working today, but I don't take a day off over here. So, hey, can we get the gains over here? Tau 700 continuing to rip. You can see Tau was on the way. I see Tau in the cup and handle. There was our entry for Tau right there at 523. Ripping to the upside. We just move these over here for a second so you can see. Sorry about that. I think I might have moved that accidentally. But yeah, BitTensor ripping to the upside from the cup and handle. Just beautiful. And then there's a little flag in there too on a smaller time frame. But I like to just show these on the daily and the 2 days. You can really see them and see what happened clearly. But beautiful move here. And this is why we trade the bigger time frames. They take their time. And you know, you can't see all the intricate moves inside, but over time, they do play out. Okay. BitTensor in at 5 all the way up to 7. And I see this headed up to $1,166. That's your next target there for BitTensor. In case you wanted to know. Everybody wants to know. We know over here where most coins are going to go. A coin is a coin is a coin. Let's take a look at AVAX over here. Shout out to all my beautiful people here on the live. 2,118 people. Let's get the likes up to the watchers. We should easily get 1,000 likes here on the channel. Talked about AVAX. You can see the target there is 52. Circled the area there, went to 47. AVAX ripping to the upside. And it looks like I had another chart here just out of this flag. I mean, AVAX looked like it was going to rip out the flag. And there you go. It just hit the target. Another beautiful trade in the trading group. Very simple stuff, how I teach. And, you know, no stop loss got hit in the making of the trade, and continue to rip to the upside there for the money, baby. And now a lot of coins are getting extended, but every coin's in this like one last flag, right? It's like, but man, they all went 1, 2, 3, like blow off, you know, it's like, whoa. But I see 66 for AVAX here coming. Well, my mind's starting to tell me, man, it's you got to start thinking of getting out, Sam. Like, the market's getting overheated. You know, so I'm like, how do I survive in this? Wow, the fear and greed is only at 75, though. That's got to get way higher for me to get out. So let's let that kick. I can't believe they decided it's at 75. I mean, it's a bit absurd, right? But I guess with the Bitcoin pullback and everything going on, it kind of cooled the market off with the liquidations too as well. That's a lot. I think that has a lot to do with the funding rate, really. And when that thing is a high funding rate, it's heavy fear. Because you thing, we got liquidation, so it cooled that indicator off. AGI Delicium, one of the hot ones. Talked about getting in there at 18. Thing is ripping all the way at 25 and continuing. AGI Delicium. All right. And with that, I may call it a day here today. We'll look at XRP. Is XRP going to continue to the upside? Hi, my name is Sam Price. Welcome to the Crypto Lifer. Hi, my name is Sam Price. Welcome to my channel. Today I want to talk about... Hi, my name is Sam Price, the Crypto Lifer. Welcome to my channel. Today I want to talk about XRP. That's right. Is it going to have a bigger crash further to the downside after such a monumental push? Or is there something bigger coming for XRP? Is it about to make a big pump to the upside? This is what everyone is asking. Long-term investors that have been holding for years, retail that just jumped in, new people that just grabbed some XRP. Maybe you bought the top and you're worried, man, I should sell. Maybe you bought down here and you're up huge. So many questions for so many traders. Let's find out and deep dive the answer here for XRP. The first thing we're going to look at is the bigger time frames. We're going to remove all our drawings and the moving averages, and we're going to take a look at XRP by itself on like the weekly or the 2-week chart. And we're going to kind of take a big look at what's happening to XRP here on the chart. Now, XRP coming in, ripping up, right? Having that beautiful rip at 189, back down, and then consolidating for a long period of time before getting a massive push to the upside. Right here, you're pretty high on the RSI on the 2-week chart, okay? The last time you were even this high ever, I don't think it ever was, honestly. Like, so this is a very extended place to be on the RSI. So off the bat, you have to say, man, and that's why I did sell publicly in front of everyone at about 275. I felt like that was kind of a local top for XRP, and so far that has been correct. We'll go from there, though. You know, and that may not be. We're gonna solve the answer to this question the best we can with highest probability. Now, a bit of bullish divergence there picked up by this indicator. I can't really see it, but hey, it means it may have been there. Now, you can see I would use the wicks here on the 2-week, and it does suggest that there could be some support there for XRP. 158, $2, right? We look at the weekly. Weekly too, there's that same support at about $2 for XRP, but you are very overbought on the indicators yet again, telling us that we're in the extended region. We're either going to consolidate or go more sideways. It is telling us it would be more unlikely for XRP to continue to pump, but it doesn't mean that it can't. We look at the 3-day chart, and the 3-day chart has a wick and a bullish candle. Like this candle starting to eat through the wick of the regular candle. And that tells me that this 3-day chart is ready for possibly some more. And so to figure out where this is going to go, we're going to have to kind of shrink down into smaller time frames here. But XRP, wow. I mean, that 3-day looks very, very bullish right now, to say the least. And then the daily is in a flag that clearly broke out. And so we go to the 8-hour, and that's a flag that clearly broke out. And so let's be honest here. I trade this all the time. Let's slap on our moving averages and take a look. So yeah, beautiful entry at 220 for XRP. And it says it's headed to 388. Now, after it gets to 388, we'll be in another extended region. And we're going to have to say, whoa, you know, is 275 going to be that bottom? And it's going to attempt to find its bottom. At one point, this will be the entire rippage. Does it come back to the 618? Or does it make this the next big extension here to the upside and come back down here for a bounce? But right now, we're going to take it for the next, 4, 5, 6 days. And it does tell me that XRP is likely going to 393. That's my target. That's what this chart tells me. And that's pretty dang accurate. Now, it could come up for a double top, make an M pattern and dump. Watch out for the double top for XRP. That may, that could get you. And then we would have to kind of probably come back down here to 150 again. As long as we break through this region and then start to flag or make a candle, the odds of getting to 393 are so high that it just start now. It's just obvious that it could happen, right? We got the stochastics turning. We got bearish div that I feel like has already kind of served its purpose, and the RSI could turn, and the MACD about to rock. We got falling volume with falling price, telling us that we have lost the sellers on our way back to the upside. XRP is broken out of a falling wedge and looks like it's about to continue to go on a massive tear. I go in smaller time frames too to kind of see what's happening, and even there, just now in the last few hours, XRP was sitting beautifully in a wonderful flag here and is starting to rip out again. So XRP looks like the winner today. Unbelievably, it's starting to rip to the upside. I like what I'm seeing here for XRP. And then bigger picture, it looks like it's going to do something like this. Form a bit of a flag here, consolidate. So look for that bigger move, hit 273, start to get tight again, and then boom, blast up to the upside for XRP. I do see 393 coming. I do see a continuation for the hottest coin in the game right now, XRP. Thank you for watching this XRP insert. Just kind of talking about XRP, Actually, thank you for watching this XRP video. I wanted to bring you technical analysis on where I believe XRP could be going. I do a live stream every single day, Monday through Friday, 10 a.m. to 12 p.m., and Saturday and Sunday nights at 8 p.m. I also do 2 additional live streams in the mornings on Saturday and Sunday to keep you in tune with what's happening in cryptocurrency, Bitcoin, and the altcoins. My name's The Crypto Lifer. The channel is Crypto Lifer. Please comment, like, and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video. So, I had to do that personally because I needed to see what was happening with XRP. And thank you so much for your super chat. I just wanted to make sure we did a full-blown, in-depth super chat there and showed you what was crack-a-lacking there. How much does it take to paddle to work on different time frames? It depends. Yeah. Hey, Lifer, thank you for everything. We watch you every day here from Brazil. Next year, we're in Florida, too. You're the best. Shout out to Rodrigo Azarito. God bless you, man. Can't wait to see you. Let's look at SHIDO on the 3-day chart. Somebody asked about SHIDO on the 3-day chart. SHIDO got SHIDO'd on. But, you know, it's funny. I looked at the chart just the other day, and I was like, man, I should talk about SHIDO again. It's back in the game. It was a good coin. You know, it was like SEI, SAY, and SHIDO was kind of in the runnings there. But it seemed like, I don't know, maybe, you never know. Did it get exploited by one of the competitors? You never know if someone figured out a way to toss someone aside there. But it does look like SHIDO's about to make a bigger move at one point. And I see about a 42% gain coming out of SHIDO. It looks very likely. Yeah. So I believe we identified a lot of awesome stuff here today for Bitcoin. We're still in a live trade for BTC. I know I didn't really talk much about it because I needed to focus on what I needed to focus on, which was the altcoins and the super chats. But right now, Bitcoin is forming this beautiful uptrending flag here. And I like what I'm seeing here for BTC. And this thing could do numbers, so let's take a look. Bounce up there, get tight, and then continue. My ending target for like the next, I don't know, hour, 2-3 hours, we get to 100,236 and go from there. But I'm bullish on Bitcoin. You can see the long here. We broke above the 200 MA. Let's take a look at our 5-minute now. And where a 5-minute just broke back above the 200 MA, which is a bullish sign with the 21 curving. That's a signal of mine that we're going to rip. So I'm long on BTC. I gave the live trade. So I gave you a live trade for Bitcoin. I went over multiple altcoins. I showed you so much opportunity. I built you up. We talked positively. We got you going. And, I believe in you. You can, you will. You are the best. You've got this. You're more capable than you ever thought possible. If I can do it, you can do it. And I can't wait to see you guys on the flip side. Bitcoin back to 100K today, baby. Let's go. I'll be in the trading group. We'll be having fun. I love each and every one of you. Stay amazing. Stay blessed. And I'll catch you on the next live stream. God bless everybody here on the live. I appreciate you all. And I'll see you all tonight at 8 p.m. And hope, it looks like Bitcoin will be higher than it is. I usually actually tell you where it will be exactly, but not today, baby. We'll play that game tonight into the morning. Thank you for coming on into the studio, hanging out with me with the 6 screens, looking at all these awesome, amazing things. Shout out to the channel sponsors, iTrust Capital and Decrypto.tax. We appreciate you. Jump on in if you want to join the trading group. All right? And you're like, man, I want these gains, this guy. I want to get into these charts. I want to understand what's happening. Go to cryptolifer.com and jump on in today. 7 days a week. We're here for you 7 days a week. We don't play games, man. I love you all. I appreciate you. And I'll see you all tonight at 8 p.m. We make it simple to join the trading group too, just to make it clear. Hit that. If you want to trade where we trade, go to weeks.com. A great place to trade. Go to MEXC in the link. It has the least amount of fees of any trade in the game. All right. Everybody, I love you. I appreciate you. And we will see you on the flip side. Pepe is booming. Doge is booming. And look, we got what? 400, 600. Imagine making $700 on your day off on a Saturday. I do this every single day. And 700 is just the beginning of what we're likely to make today. I'm looking to make a couple grand on just my day trades. Never mind my long-term holds and what I'm building. God bless everybody. I love you. I appreciate you. And I'll see you tonight at 8 p.m. Have a wonderful night. Thank you. A wonderful day, night, no matter where you are in the world. God bless. Let's get the likes to the watchers. We couldn't get 1,000 likes. There's 1,600, 2,000 people. Only 1/3 of the people felt the likes applied to them. Let's go, baby, all the way to the upside. Stay positive, stay amazing, and keep pushing every single day. Love, live in love. Love is the strongest frequency, my buddies. My ladies and gentlemen, keep pushing every single day. I love you all.